Hi, my name is Mike Scott. I work for the Goodwin Development Trust and we run a whole host of different projects and services. So we've got affordable social housing, we've got children's nurseries, we have a food pantry for people on low incomes, we have a community cafe, we have employability projects and a whole host of other things. There's all sorts going on. I work for Building Better Opportunities and we work with people who are over 25 and who are unemployed, and our role is primarily to engage those people living out in the community and upskilling them, building their confidence, getting qualifications, voluntary work, work experience, and ultimately, if they're ready for it, into paid work. The first thing that we need to do is just find out a bit about that person, and the more we know about them, the more we can help them, support them to meet their needs. And that can be, their needs could be anything from getting out of the house and socialising, or support with applying for jobs or looking for jobs, that kind of thing. So every day there's new challenges depending on who walks through the door and what they need from us. One in particular is a guy who came to see us some time ago now, probably 18 months ago, and massively depressed, suffering from depression. Been out of work for a long time, seemed pretty hopeless, and he came to see us regularly over a period of quite a few months. And anyway, long story short, he got himself a job, and it delighted the whole team, not least him as well. And he pops in to see us from time to time, and he's always got a good word to say, and it's lovely to see him moving on with his life, and you can see it's quite tangible, the positive changes that he's undergone. Where we would approach people who have like very low self-esteem, very poor motivation, is around initially the engagement process. So that can be something quite simple, like we have like cookery sessions or cookery demonstrations where people might want to come along and have a look at what we do and maybe take part if they're feeling up to it. We have like games afternoons where people come in and just play board games, very, very low level stuff just around engaging people and getting them involved. We do have events from time to time which we'd invite people to as well, and we always say that people can bring a family member or a friend along as well in that first instance. And that first meeting that we have might just be a cup of coffee and a chat with no paperwork, just a case of getting to know them and making them feel okay. A good outcome for us could be somebody moving into voluntary work, somebody moving into further education, paid work, that kind of thing. But for certain individuals, it can be that thing that's difficult to measure. Increased motivation, increased social networks, increased positive attitude, that kind of thing. So, you know, for some people that's incredibly important. Well, it's for all of us, but some people need to build that before they can move on to the next steps. A part of the raft of offers that we've got focuses around wellbeing, the physical and mental wellbeing. So a part of that is Tai Chi. So I run Tai Chi sessions, blocks of 6 to 8 weeks, and that is for anybody. Anyone can come along. You don't have to be experienced, you can be an absolute beginner. And Tai Chi is great for physical and mental well-being, good for managing stress, anxiety, that kind of thing, but also can help lower your blood pressure, keep you supple, etc. We have an allotment project so people can busy themselves growing food, learn how to grow food. It ties in nicely with the broader themes of sustainability as well, because it's local food. So we teach them skills around how to propagate seedlings, how to look after plants, and then ultimately taking veg and fruit home with them. So there's that as well. And then we've also got on a Friday a food pantry. And the food pantry is predominantly, we get most of the food from Fair Share, the charity Fair Share, but we do get donations from Asda and Tesco and members of the public. And the way that works, it's a membership scheme, so people can join us, and for £3 they get about £15 worth of food. And it's all good food, and we try to make sure when we put the order in every week that we get the healthiest food available. So there's always fresh fruit and veg, we get fish, meat, eggs, that kind of thing. And again, it serves a dual purpose, because they're getting good food at a cheap price, but also they're engaging with us and they're engaging with other people. So it's an opportunity for us to get to know them and perhaps offer them something that might help them move forward with their lives. During lockdown, obviously it's been a challenge for us, as it has been for everybody. But what we've managed to do is we've changed some of the workshops so that they are online based. So we have classes, ESOL classes, which are can be a mixture of videos, which Jeanette, one of the team, runs ESOL videos and posts those online, but she'll also do WhatsApp sessions with individuals. We've had puzzles put online, we've had recipes, different challenges for people, so a lot of that stuff is there online for people to take part in. And also, because we've been running the pantry every week, it's been that we've been able to maintain that social contact. So for us, it's just been a case of being able to chat to people and update them on what's going on, and they can tell us how they're doing. But yeah, and I've been streaming live Tai Chi sessions as well, because we've all been experiencing a bit of frustration stuck in the house and what have you. So a little bit of exercise and managing that anxiety, that stress is very helpful to all of us. I would say to anybody who's interested in getting involved, get in touch with us, even if it's just for an informal chat. And you can access us through Facebook, we're on Twitter, or you can actually contact the Goodwin, and we'll be there to talk to you. But as I say, in the first instance, all you have to do is pick the phone up, or you could email us, whatever, just find out a bit more about us. Tai Chi is at least 3,000 years old. There's been evidence found in ancient China, and it has its roots in Chinese martial arts. And essentially it's been adopted as a means of promoting and maintaining mental and physical well-being. So Tai Chi is about relaxation, and it's about being in the present moment. There's a lot of talk at the moment about mindfulness, and Tai Chi is very much a mindful activity. So what it is, it's a very gentle form of exercise. There's no exertion. It's very good for the joints and suppleness and flexibility. But importantly, it's good for the mind as well. So if people are suffering from stress and anxiety, it's a good way of clearing the mind. And the way that works is just by focusing on the exercise and on the breathing and what you're doing in that specific moment. So a typical class would be, we do warm-ups, and that's just gentle stretches. Then we do breathing exercises. And we also do something called Kai Men, which is similar to breathing exercises, but it's in two parts, which, like, the second part just requires a little bit more physical exertion, a little bit more stretching. And we also do Qigong exercises. So Qigong is around developing the energy within our bodies, which the ancient Chinese believed that Qi energy is a healing energy that's present in every living thing. So the whole idea of Tai Chi is about freeing up this energy in our bodies and just promoting our physical and mental well-being. You can study Tai Chi for as long as you like. I've studied for about 15 years, and I still feel like there's so much to learn. But having said that, you can maybe do 8 or 10 lessons and go away with something that's going to benefit you. So I would say to anybody, if you're thinking about it, just come and give it a go. There's no wrong and right. It's just kind of anybody can come along. You don't have to be skilled or experienced, and I'll talk you through all the exercises. And I keep them quite basic because I'm aware that this is very much for beginners and people who've maybe not tried it before.